Hello everyone, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV video. In the last video, we did manage to deal with our brief investigation regarding La Habrea. Turns out he sent two of his lackeys to observe us during our investigation, and they're pretty much taunting us at this point. So we can't do much beyond that, so right now our focus has shifted towards Limsa Lominsa and their Titan problem. The kobolds of the area have summoned their primal Titan, and, well, we gotta get as much information on Titan so we can figure out how to actually beat him. That's where this guy comes in. Apparently he says he was part of the company of heroes that beat Titan the first time he was summoned. So, let's see what info he has. So you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do ye? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus? Wait, Titus? No, I don't think it's. Oh, if you'd only been there to see it. So it was a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights. We did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit you, boy, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. I have a very hard time believing you, sir. You got the name wrong, I'm sure of it. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Huh, well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, then we'll talk. Oh, I do not like where this is going. But fine, we'll play along for now. Ishtola? The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Eorzea. Even so, I must admit I have never before met one of their members face to face. I imagined that a warrior who had toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory, yet he seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. Yeah, tell me about it. Very strange. Well, let's go take care of his rat problem. Couldn't take me too long. Woof. Alright, let's go. Oh, what the? Push. Oh, shit. A bigger one. Alright, there. Your rat's problem is done. Now he has to tell me how to beat Titan. So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Save me the hassle of, never mind. Wait a minute. What? You still asking how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venturer. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand in lookout case a Gubu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Sir, you have the name all wrong, and fuck it, I'm not about to argue with this man. Let's do his chores, because that's what this is equating to right now. You, my dear Chocobo friend, I need you in attack mode. Sir, enough. I need info. Huh? You again? Then that Gubu that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think he had any adventurer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. The bullshit! So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew a... Track to him? You in here drinking again? If you are, that Gooba had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me right on that. Cleaved the beast's skull in two with that trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Tractum who slew that Gubu? Or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drunk, sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Ah, aye, well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shit I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We'll learn the truth the Lominson way. Tractum, if you didn't say that, Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Serves you right, I'm just saying. This has nothing to do with me. Alright. So what do we gotta do? Alright, you know the rules. First man to smash his boulder will be judged the Gubu Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, the hell's with it. Let the contest begin! Of course I get the bigger one. What the? Is he fucking attacking me? Oh, fuck! He fucking inflicted paralysis on me. Ugh. This man's cheating, trying to use a bomb and shit. No, none of that. Bruh, I win. That was obvious from the start. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief. Please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest I have. Save your blubbering track to him. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. He went and believed me, so, Look, his name was Weisscat, alright? Weisscat, he'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you want to date it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me, it's only fair. The things I do. So, we need to go to Costa del Sol, huh? Luckily for me, I already attuned myself to that Aetheryte when dealing with other stuff off camera. Alright, so... Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then? Just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associates here has bathed in the Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He is blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. We faced him, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogomoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegaruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogomoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to this man's demands. That kind of rhymed. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. Oh, I feel this is going to take me forever to actually get the information I need. Alright, let's get this over with. Master Gegaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you on your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. Enix has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alright, so should be out here. Oh, right. Chocobos cannot swim in deep water. So sad. Alright, so here's our destination. And now we wait. Alright. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claims to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Finally, let's get on with it. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Jay, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Alright, fine, I'll do it. So, Black Shroud, Camp Tranquil. Oh boy. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright, we're here and we arrived at our destination. Here is one of the folks that was in the company of heroes, Landonel. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who will challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Jay. The ingredients you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Alright, fine. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Dito here being a rare exception. I guess that's the chick standing next to him. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So, understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fasten a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Jesus. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in the nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Jay. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Well, what the fuck is your deal? Oh, time to prove this asshole wrong. But first, my trusty sidekick. Gonna set you as an attacker. Oh good, you're still an attacker. Great. Alright. Gonna be a bit of a long drop. Alright, the egg is... oh, right here. It's a big ass... ooh, excuse me, that's a big egg. Ooh. Alright. Oh, whoops. Forgot about the egg. Alright, there. It's done. Yo, I got the egg. Now what? I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Yes, I do. Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uad Noon. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Jay. Alright, so Forgotten Springs, I do believe I have the Aetheryte unlocked for that as well. So I believe a video or two back, off camera, I was leveling up my warrior when I unlocked them, so that process took me all the way down here to do a few side quests and stuff like that. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Wise Cat sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you'll receive no aid from me. Oh crap, materia. Which one do I want to choose? Frick. Hold up. Ruination, effects amounts of damage dealt by both physical. Nope. Direct hit rate. I want to say critical. So we're gonna go with Savage Aim materia. Persistence bugger. Very well. Let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle. There's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain that Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Noon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and I'm noticing that he purrs a little bit with certain words, so I'm trying to mimic that. I do apologize if I'm not doing a good job with it. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The Children of the Sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you are recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the deserts to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring to me his necklace. Alright, sounds easy enough. Away we go. And, yep, right down here. Way down here, actually, so... Time to well, yeah, we're gonna definitely... Yep, be right back. Alright, here we are. This is the spot. Alright, so... let's go ahead and see what we can do. Ah, perfect. Alright, that's done. Let's report back. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Yep. This is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredients you seek. Oh, sweet, level 35. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a magnificent, you would have made a fine recruit. But no point on dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. Freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Oh goody, and let's check a look at the map. God damn, so far. Alright. This shouldn't take too long. Alright, and we're back. Just finished killing one of these anglers. Got its carcass. Gonna use that as bait to lure out this giant worm. So, we'll see how all of that goes as soon as I get over this hill. Oh my god, get over the hill. Please jump over the hill. Thank you. No! Leave me alone, leave me alone. Here we go. Alright, so here's my bait. And we'll wait for it right here. Alright, so that's done. Once again, let's report back. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? I did. Your skills are as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Jay. The meat you will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Weisscat. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time before the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know naught of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Weisscat's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you'll be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have, I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Weisscat was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give my regards, Jay. Alright, back to Costa del Sol. And you are right up here. Well met, Jay. Landonel and Udo Noon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. So, I'm looking at this correctly. Oh my god. Okay, so we have a journey and a half to do. Let's make this as quick and painless as possible. Alright, so that actually took a bit longer than I thought it would. I ended up getting some new pieces of armor since, you know, what I had on before wasn't exactly cutting it, seeing as I'm level 35 and the stuff I had on was like for like low 30s, and I'm in the mid 30s right now. But anyway, we've made it to the other side. We were over here in Costa del Sol. We made it over to this side. We're about to speak with Brayflox and figure out what the hell is happening, why the other ingredients needed for the banquet is delayed. Tongue flaps of Wisecats be reaching the ears of Brayflox. Uplander is come for tasty, fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep and long stop. Blighty beasts chase Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Oh goody, dungeon. So basically, run the dungeon, help her out, and yes, that is actually a girl. How Wisecat was able to figure out if this was a girl, I do not know, but yeah. But essentially, we gotta help her out with her problem with getting the ingredients that's needed for the banquet. Apparently something with really, really big wings made a home here in the long stop, so we gotta go ahead and clear out any infestations that's there, get the goods, and then be on our way. And this might take a while, so we'll be back. Whew, alright, dungeon time. Brayflox's long stop. Whew, alright. Is that a freaking dragon? Oh my. So that's what made its home here. This is gonna be fun. Oh, alright, they already got the key. Nice. No, don't! Why would you pull the enemies? Alright, so far so good. One boss down. Nice. Ooh, and we leveled up. Oh, this might be a bad idea. We'll see. Oh, no, I might live. Oh, don't stand in that. Oh shit, don't stand in that either. Alright, so boss number 3. Oh shit, the dragon. Oh wow, well, thank you, but damn, you're kind of in the way, so you gotta go. And off it goes. So we gotta deal with a freaking dragon. Not what I thought I'd be dealing with when she said that there was a giant creature with wings. I mean, damn. That's enough. Okay. Alright, dragon. Let's do this. Now, the way I remember this boss, you have to make sure it doesn't stand in its own poison, otherwise the poison will just heal the dragon. But it's looking like they might have changed how this boss works. Yeah, that's new. Yes, limit break that thing, please. There we go. And we leveled up again. Granted, while the armor is a good upgrade for me, it's the type that doesn't allow you to equip anything for your head. So it covers both your head and your body all in one. So, yay. Alright, so that's dealt with. Can I get this other ingredients, please? I think this has gone on for longer than it should. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobby Flock. Flighty Beast was tricky foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brayflock's happy gives tasty fresh Gobby treats to clever Uplander. Alright, so what do you— oh, good lord. Cheese's stinky sweet Gobby treat. Special make with secret Gobby arts. No party completes without Gobby Gouda, Brayflock's every say. So, cheese? I did all that work for freaking cheese? Let's just report back to Ice Cat to get this dealt with. I gather you solved the Brayflock's little problem? Oh, I most certainly did. By the gods, that unholy stench. This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How is it made? It's best to remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Ugh. Bravo, Jay. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is it? But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Samani Lomani my regards. Alright, Wineport. Alright, let's go. So this should be the absolute last thing I need to get, and then finally he should tell me how to enter Titan's lair. That's literally all we need to know. Sweat, grime, and blood. You reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess, a request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Pasta del Sol. And there is also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Masaged Garuju would not settle for anything less than the best. Dristwitz and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You only wish to discuss the wine, I suspect. Yes. Ah, the player is in the way. Oh, I did not mean to skip through all that text. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte Vinter bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Well, so much for that. So yeah, he ain't budged. He's not giving us his wine. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say that I am surprised. While there is no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vineyards of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Baucus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Baucus wines were born right here in Wineport. Ahem. Pardon my enthusiasm, you see. I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience in that moment. I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. Is it really that good, though? But, as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Baucus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Baucus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Bargalant to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Baucus wine and to offer them every gil we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vineyards tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you can start by speaking with them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going through all of this work for wine. For freaking wine. The hell with this. We're making quick work of this. 1 second. Alright, I asked around. No luck, Most regrettable. But we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogomoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized that there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. So, what's the plan? I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. Have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die because I was very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health. And it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritzkilt can tell you where to find him. Alright, open up the map. Where's this guy at? Way down here. Oh, that's actually going to be quite a long walk, even with my chocobo, because I don't have a increase in my mount speed. So, we're going to do what we do best. Be right back. Alright, so, this must be the spot. Woof. This guy has seen better days. What do you want? I'm here to give you wine. Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Oh boy. Chill. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges. The buzzing. It keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. He's definitely seen better days. And oh, whoa. So we have a special enemy out here. Do not engage if you see that thing. Alright, so we gotta kill 5 of these bugs. Okay, so... Yep. We'll speed this up then. Alright, we took care of the flies for you, sir. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. I wish to thank you, Shamani, for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If if placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. Wine, you say? Where is this wine located? Okay, it's actually not that far. Let's go. So he stored it in coconuts, and oh, I can't jump down here. Oh, but I can jump down this way. All right. So that's 1. Two. Please don't let that frog aggro me. I'm just getting my stuff and I'll be on my way. Alright, back to Wineport. See what Shamani Lomani has to make of this. It has been some time, Jay. What news do you have of Drest? Well, I helped him out with his stuff, and he has a gift for you. Ah yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking, a simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I, 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Jay. By the gods, Jay, listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business. Yes, I am. But I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Oh boy, I get to go back. Yay. Okay, this better be the last time I make a trip out here. Drest, I need answers. Oh, hello again. What is it? Where did you find this? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh Goobu tracks though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast? If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some Goobus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Oh, I'm no stranger to defending myself. Map. It's out there. Let's take a nice little stroll. So, yeah, there's that little Juggernaut thing. And here we go, right here. And back to Wineport. I think that's it. That is it. I don't want to do this anymore. This has gone on for too long. All I want is answers on how to freaking get into Titan's lair, and they're making this extremely difficult for me. What did Just have to say, Jay? Tell me everything. Well, look what I found. Ah, I was right. The smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... Pardon? 12 as my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me? But why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master... Frick, the name, Master Bargalint. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait! The shape of this bottle, the sense of this label, this couldn't possibly be... A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years, I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be saved by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gegaruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Jay. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. Ah, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Weisscat. Oh my god, is it done? Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste the perfection. Oh, sweet Jesus, it's done! Let's report back. This has literally been the longest set of fetch quests I ever had the displeasure of doing. And oh, hi Y'shtola. Greetings, Jay. I thought it fitting that I seek you out and offer my gratitude for all that you have accomplished. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So, what of the wine I asked you to bring? Never ask me to do this shit ever again. I hated every minute of it. I hope this was worth it. Is that 7 hells of 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Jay. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Oh, they better. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you can tell her that the banquet is about to begin? Y'shtola! You have the look of a man who has been to the 7th hell and back. Yes, I have. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in his own honor, and this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Lady Y'shtola, Sir R. Oh, Gegaruju. Oh, shit. Ah. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Well, come now. He must have had sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running through the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Jay has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten him? Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighted and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. But if he proved himself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Jay with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skill is undeniable. He stalked his prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Jay, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Wily Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, JR, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Underneath that helmet is nothing but seething rage for doing all of this. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, JR, Titan's Bane. JR, Titan's Bane. Oh, dear Jesus. That was an ordeal. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. I guess we're gonna eat. Although I still have my helmet on, I can't take off my helmet. How am I going to eat with my helmet? And we're okay. That's fine. Thank you for the meal. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Oh god, I gotta talk to these guys. When you face Lord of Crags, think not of Think not of Limsa Lominsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only for the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighting think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Ah, Jay, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you look him in the eye and tell him Landinel sends his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles, Jay. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. Oh, good lord. Ishtola, I have kept you waiting for so long. You are kind to indulge them, Jay. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Alright. Oh, goody, a spot that I haven't attuned to, so this is gonna be quite the freaking travel. Can I take the docks, or how am I gonna get here? Hold on, give me a minute. Map. Shoot, where am I? I am here. Wineport is... Ah, okay, never mind, we're good. Let's do this. Alright, made it to our destination. I interacted with the Aetherites in the middle of town, if you want to call it a town. So all that's left is to whistle at these locations, and Riol should be popping out shortly, and he'll tell us how to get over to Titan's lair. Alright, so that's 2. Third one is right here. And now we head over to the 4th location where he'll actually be waiting for us. There you are. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Alright, let's hear it. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this Beastman Aetherite, see? Eh? What's that look for? Not familiar with them? He speaks of an unamplified Aetherite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Jay. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlene's lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomaro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds were always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, and it was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ugamaro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an aetheryte, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were aetheryte shards in the depths of Ugamaro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into the Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass, don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's run and take a closer look at the aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Alright, so map is way down here. Well, let's make a short trip over there, and then we fight Titan. No. Ah, bug it, let's come fighting. Alright. So this is the aetherite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. It is as Papalymo speculated. In its present state, this aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you'll have to proceed without me, Jay. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such a time as I do, you'll be on your own. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. You got this, girl. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. And the naval now accessible. Let's go ahead and fight Titan right now. Let's try doing this with other players. If this takes too long, I'll... Oh, never mind. Let's go. Look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. He uses our aetherites against us. He has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. Ye shall be first to face judgment. Then Limsa Lamenta enter Oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, Oathbreakers. O great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. O great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. Oh, fuck, wow, this is happening. Jesus, you're big. He is come, the Lord of Crags, Titan is come. Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrits low. Godless Overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance. Well, come on then, bring it. Whoa, let's back up a little bit. Oh, his heart is exposed. Oh crap, we lost our black mage. Oh, ninja is down. Get you out of that. And we win. The Lord of Crags, Greg's father Titan, has fallen. Ooh, another crystal of light. So how many does that make? Is that 4? I feel like that's 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 4. So there's 2 more to go. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas your kid who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy. Well, they kind of have a point there. The Luminsons did break the covenant first. And, oh. Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Ridderton. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could be readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. Fool. And now he has a 4th. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done. Don't get caught, Stola. And naught remained to mark his passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magic at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetherites in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Yeah, sure, go for it. Well, that was certainly fun. But rather than walk all the way back, let's just teleport. All right. I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. And I might just we're gonna end it right here. This has probably been the longest video I've made so far. I just wanted to get Titan out of the way in one video because I know for a fact that the quests leading up to him are extremely lengthy, but I did try my best to cut down on the backtracking, so to speak. So hopefully that helped. But with that out of the way, we have defeated not one, but two primals, Ifrit and now Titan. We'll continue this in another video. So I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in and watching. If you liked the video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified of any new uploads that I add to the channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.